Good afternoon, grade 11. How are you? I hope my all Cambrians are doing wonderful job toward their health as well as academic also. Good afternoon, Muskan. Welcome in physical education class. So as you know, we are discussing about unit number second, Olympic value education. Afternoon, beta. So in this today we will discuss about Paralympic origin of Paralympics, ruler regulations of Paralympic Games. Earlier, we discussed about ancient Olympic Games, modern Olympic Games, differences and similarities between ancient Olympic Games as well as Olympic Games. Yesterday, we discussed about Winter Olympic Games and venues of Winter Olympic Games. It's quite simple for you all. So today we will discuss about Paralympics and origin of Paralympic Games. The word Paralympic is derived from Greek words which mean parallel to Olympic. I mean equally to Olympic, equivalent to Olympic. I would say Paralympic Games is a major international multi-sports event. It involves athletes which with a range of physical disabilities, those who are having some problems in legs, in arms, in anywhere, then they can only participate in that. Paralympic sports are now an organized supporting activities which is part of global Paralympic movement. These sports are organized and held under supervision of various international sports federations. And mainly International Paralympic Committee. There are Winter and Summer Paralympic Games. Summer Paralympic Games are held immediately after Olympic Games. So you might be knowing about that. What about this origin? How these games started, I would say. So Paralympic movements is derived which widely introduced after the World War II. When World War happened, to encourage injured soldiers and war veterans and physically impaired athletes to compete in sports. When war will be there in any nation, between any nation, the world war in between so many nations, so many groups will be there. So they will fight against each other and so many casualty, what natural will be there. So when casualty is there, those who are casual peoples, I mean injured peoples, injured soldiers, they peoples, no problem beta, welcome. So they can participate in Paralympic Games. The origin of these games started from World War II. So the movements finds its origin in 1948. Sir Ludwig Gottman's spinal injuries doctor. He was spinal injuries doctor. He saw so many soldiers, they were having spinal problems. They were totally disabled. They were not even walk properly, stand properly. He is the founder of Paralympic movements. organized a sports competition involving World War II. Veterans with spinal cord injuries in Stoke Mediford city in England. He believes sports was an excellent method of therapy for physically disabled peoples. Even nowadays, it's also successful. Simple what I'm saying, if any person is injured or not well or ill or not feeling well, they should start sports. Their mind will be divert and they will get strength. They will get rehabilitation soon. This is a sports is a very good therapy, beta. Even I would say sports is a life. So physically disabled peoples, it can help them regaining strength and self-respect. That's why a doctor started this movement for soldiers, for war heroes, those who were injured, especially for spinal cord injuries. He was doctor of spinal cord injuries. He started that movement, Mr. Gutman. So these games are known as Stroke Medivale Games. Paralympic Games are held at an interval of every 4 years. They are following Olympic Games. As I told you, just after Olympic Games, these Paralympic Games will start. But this year, due to COVID-19, our Summer Olympics also postponed. It may be next year. The first Paralympic Games were held in Rome in 1960. Its headquarters is in Bonn, Germany. Bonn is a city of Germany. Its main aim to develop sports opportunities for all the peoples with an impairment from the beginners to the elite level. The first Winter Paralympic Games were held in 1976. These dates you should remember. Examiner can ask you a one mark question, even MCQ also regarding these dates, just like the origin of Paralympic Games, like who is the founder of Paralympic Games, when first game started, such kind of questions examiner can ask you. So International Paralympic Committee in September 22nd, 1982, the original governing body for the Paralympic movements is known as International Coordinating Committee of World Sports Organization for the Disabled. In 22nd September 1989, the International Coordinating Committee replaced in IPC, International Paralympic Committee, as the governing body of Paralympic movements. IPC mean International Paralympic Committees. It started in 22nd of September 1989. Now this committee is organizing event after every 4 years. Then categories. Now the question is there, who can participate in that? Suppose I am having minor injuries, I can participate? No. Some categories, some level of disabilities, some categories of disabilities are there. The International Paralympic Committee (IPC) established 10 disabilities. How many? 10 disabilities categories including physical, visual, and intellectual impairment. Athletes with one of these disabilities can participate in these Olympic Games. Throughout, not every sports can allow for every disability categories. Physical impairment or disabilities include impairment, muscle power, impaired passive range of movements, loss of limbs, leg length differences, and short status. They can participate in that. Second is vision impairment. Athletes having only partial vision are judged largely blinds to totally blinds fall in this category. These athletes are provided with science guides and consider a team with them. They can also participate. Then third is intellectual impairment. This refer to impairment in intellectual functionings. They can also participate in that. Then beta, opening ceremony. Opening ceremony of Paralympic Games. The opening ceremony begin with the hosting of the host country flag. Just like suppose India is hosting the tournament. Our India is hosting Paralympic Games. So will hosting the host country flag. They will our country flag will be host there and a performance of national anthem. Our national anthem will be there. After the national anthem, athletes come for march pass into the stadium grouped by nation. All the nations enter in the stadium alphabetically according to the host nation. The host country athletes enter into the stadium at the last. This is a rule of Paralympic Games. After the host nation presents the culture in the form of just like music, dance, bhangra, so for entertainment and all. At last, Paralympic torch is brought into the stadium and passed to until it reached to the final torch bearer who finally lights the Paralympic flame. Actually, these all things just like Olympic Games, same happening there. Torch relay will be there, flame is there, march pass is there, flag hosting is there. But difference is this: they are disabled peoples, and in Olympic Games, they are fully physically fit peoples. This is the only difference, major difference, I would say. Then after this, they are having events. Then closing ceremony. After the conclusion of sports events, the closing ceremony begin. Flag bearers from each participating nation enter in the stadium again. The Paralympic flame is extinguished. Then Paralympic symbol and motto. The symbol for Paralympic flag contain three colors: red, blue, and green, which are the color most widely represented in the flag of nation. The color are each in the shape of an agito, which means I move, which the name given to symmetrical semicircle specially designed for Paralympic movements. The Paralympics symbol was approved in April 2003 and the first used in the 2006 Paralympic Winter Game in Turin, Italy. Now, next is what is the motto of Paralympic game? Spirit in motion is the motto of Paralympic Games. The motto was introduced in 2004 at the Paralympic Games in Athens. The provision motto was Mind, Body, Spirit, which was introduced in 1994. So, this is regarding Paralympic Games. We discuss regarding Paralympic Games, when it started, then origin of Paralympic Games, then International Paralympic Committee, when it established, then category of disabilities, just like physical impairment or disabilities, then vision impairments, then intellectual impairment, then opening ceremony of Paralympic Games. This also be discussed properly. Then closing ceremony, then Paralympic symbol and motto. This also be discussed. Now next is we are having Special Olympics. Special Olympic is a world largest sports organization, beta. This organization is recognized by the International Paralympic Committee. Paralympic Special Olympic organization provides training to people with intellectual and physical disabilities and conduct special Olympic programs throughout the world. Special sports organizations war was founded by Ines Kidney Shriver. This idea seeded in June 1962 when Shriver started a day camp for children with intellectual disability. The main object of this camp was to give the opportunities to these children to develop physical fitness, demonstrate courage, experience joy, and participating in sharing of gifts, sharing of skills and friendship, and an annual event involved into the Special Olympics. The first international Special Olympic Summer Games were held in 1968 in Chicago. As I discussed with you, these dates you should clarify for that. The- You should keep in mind. Then, mission. What is the mission of Special Olympic? Its mission is to provide sports training and sports competition throughout the year for children and adults with intellectual disabilities, giving them persistence opportunities to develop physical fitness. Then, logo. What is the logo of Special Olympic? The Special Olympic logo depicts five figures is an unflying circle symbolizing the global presence of peoples with an intellectual disabilities. This is a logo of Special Olympics. The figure have arms in a lowered position, recalling the time when many people were unaware of the talent and abilities of adults and children with intellectual disabilities. The straight arm describe a greater qualities and outreach. The raised arm represents joy and continues a realism of ultimate goal. This is about Special Olympic for disabled peoples. Then beta oath. Several peoples with intellectual disabilities strive together for excellence and appreciation while taking the oath. Like, let me win. What if I cannot win? Let me brave in the attempt. The oath was recited by Eunice Kedane Shriver at opening ceremony of the very first Special Olympic International Games at Chicago. So this is the oath of Special Olympic. Then goal. What is the goal of Special Olympic? Its goal is to provide chance to mentally retarded person or persons with intellectual disabilities to become useful and productive citizens who are accepted and respected in their communities. Then, what are the programs and initiatives of Special Olympic? Beta, the Special Olympic organize various sports events in all over the world, not in a single nation, and program to groom not just athlete but also coaches and officials. They will also get groom chances. Other initiatives aims at involving the community to create a stimulating environment for the athletes. Some of them are mentioned below. Number one is sports training. It is provided for various summer games like aquatics, athletics, badminton, basketball, football, volleyball, and winter games just like alpine skunk, floor hockey, just like figure skating, speed skating, and local games just like kabaddi, kho kho. This way, they are providing sports training for students, for athletes, as well as coaches, along with their officials also. This is a long program. Then we are having sports competitions, organized various level of competitions like local, zonal level, we can say, village level, we can say, city level, we can say, then district level, we can say, state, national level, as well as international level. So they will start from very grassroots, just like journal, just like computer knowledge is must nowadays for sports teachers, for sports trainers, for sports coaches also. If they don't have computer knowledge, how they can check their mail, how they can write the mail, how they can do SMS, how they can make data, how they can make team list. So I mean to say, this is much required in the field of game and sports. So this is the main program and initiative of Special Olympic beta. So tomorrow we will discuss about Olympic symbols, Olympic ideals, objectives, and value of Olympism. This we will discuss tomorrow in front of you. So I hope you enjoyed this, and you will follow this properly. This is very simple for you. What these dates and founder names should be on your tips, so that when examiner will ask a question, you should ready for that. And take care of your health, as I discussed with you so many times, because health is wealth. Without health, you cannot enjoy your life. So please take care about your health. So thank you very much for patience listening. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you are following me, following our all teachers guidelines. They are working for you day and night. And regarding your practical file, I am always interrupting you. Please prepare it and take care of your parents also. Do yoga daily, make it habit if you want to long live without diseases. And please come to school now. Come for twice in a week. I'm not saying come for 5 days in a week, because mostly students are coming now in other schools. I don't know why you people are not coming. Ask your class teacher. I want to come. They will allow you, and we will meet you in the school. So thank you very much for patience listening. God bless you all. We'll meet you soon in the school. God bless you all.